Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to a Word of English Literature with Israr Ahmad Tanoli. Today I'm going to discuss. I brought a wonderful topic for today's discussion is for Russian formalism. Russian formalism is a literary theory that is originated in the Russia during the year 1915 and 1916. Uh, the major figures of Russian formalism: Viktor Shklovsky, Roman Jackbson, Boris Eichenbaum, Vladimir Pop, Bakhtin are considered as the major figures of Russian formalism. Now, the major concept or the major ideas around which this literary theory revolved. The Russian formalist views that context is not important. They focused on the form, as the word formalist means that formalist identifies that they are formalist. They are concerned with form, with the form of literature, not the context in which it is being written. There was that famous proposition that Russian formalists were associated with the idea that words on a page, they don't need your author's biographical detail or the context in which the author, poet, novelist, or dramatist is writing. And this says that the form and content are enough to understand the text. They exclude context. And they say that the literature is meant to please. They want that literature should be written for aesthetics, not for instruction. Russian formalists were not concerned with the morality but with the form of literature. So, due to these ideas of literary, means that Russian formalists, T.S. Eliot called it as a Lehman-Squeezer method. And during those days, the Lenin came and he made a strict policy against these formalists and banned their centers. And during the reign of Lenin, when the revolution in Russia came, these formalists platform Russia to different parts of the world. So there are two major groups of Russian formalists. First one is the Moscow Linguistic Circle, headed by Roman Jackbson. After the Russian Revolution, he fled to Prague, then to the Scandinavia, and finally he settled in America. The second circle, St. Petersburg's Circle of Jazz, found by Viktor Shklovsky in 1917 after Russian Revolution. These two, the focus of Roman Jackbson's groups is on poetry, while as far as the Viktor Shklovsky's group is concerned, they focus on the prose. The major works that are being written by Russian formalists in the field of criticism, in the field of theory, is uh, Roman Jacobson wrote wonderful books, Linguistics and Poetics, in 1960s. Viktor Shklovsky wrote Art as a Technique, an essay in year 1917. Vladimir Prof wrote Morphology of Folktales 1928, and he developed a morphology, means that a formula to analyze the folk tales of Asia, and he developed 8 action and 32 functions. So the major concepts that we come across in Russians formalists is called the literariness. This sees that how much the text is literal, and means that which sort of element is being used by the literal, means the figurative devices, poetic devices, that makes the language literal. And defamiliarization. The literariness is a concept introduced by the Roman Jackbson, and he was of the opinion that it is the literariness of the text through which we get through which we get to know that this is the literature, and the literariness is being framed by the use of literary devices, use of poetic devices, use of figurative language by the writer poet. And the defamiliarization is a concept introduced by Viktor Shklovsky, and he was of the opinion that making the familiar language unfamiliar is called defamiliarization. And so defamiliarization is that when we make he gives examples, and art is a technique of Lev Tolstoy, used as a flogging, a term for uh, flogging for beating, and as the Ted Hughes used the term horses as narrators, as a term horses as a narrator and has stories. So this is all about Russian formalism. If you people like this video, then tell me in comment section, and do share this video.